9 minutes in. Good evening. It has been a very long day. Only had an hour's sleep. I've been doing overnights, and I am home, and I am ready to go into my bed. I had a couple things planned out to do for a video today, and I hit a creative wall about 3 o'clock. But I got, I think, a really good one planned out for tomorrow. I don't have anything for you at all tonight, and I apologize. I need some kind of a place marker, something that I can do, or like when I don't have any ideas. Oh, here comes Cookie, right on time. There she is. Right, she was downstairs, and she heard me talking. Are you kidding me? Yeah? Yeah. Hi, lovely lady. Hi. Hello. Hello. Okay. Meet Cookie. I've talked enough about her. This is my girl. I guess we're going on 4 years. I have video I think I can download onto my computer so you can see her as a kitten. She's a calico. She's the most awesome cat. She plays fetch. She's very dog-like. Have I talked about her before? Let's see. Hi. Oh, okay, so look, here's the story on this one. I went through and double checked. She came into the vet clinic. It's tiny. She hung in, the lady that brought her in, she had hung in a tree, in the fork of a tree, for 2 days. I swear to God, I've told you this story before. The lady who brought her in, the Good Samaritan that she was, said, my dogs treat this kitten, and it's been hanging in a tree, in the fork of a tree, for 2 days. So she fished her out of the tree and she brought her in. She couldn't walk. She couldn't use her back legs. And there was some nerve damage from the way that she was hanging. And so this Good Samaritan lady paid for her to spend the night in the hospital. And they did an assessment on her. And all she did was just purr. And then the lady came in the next day. Oh, let me back up. She came in on Wednesday. Monday was when I had to euthanize my Bast. Bast was my Tortie. Mama Bast. She was the best cat. She was a basketball on toothpick. She's the biggest cat. But baby girl, that gets hot. Burn yourself and you'll learn. Bast. I was leaving to go to work one morning, and she was laying underneath the car, and she was open mouth breathing. And cats get nervous and do open mouth breathing, to get a better smell of something, they'll do open mouth breathing when they're in the car and they're anxious. But it was none of these. She was just under the car, open mouth breathing. So I grabbed her up and off we went. And she had been in before because I found a mammary tumor on her. And with cats it's not a good thing. With dogs it's not a good thing, but there's more options it seems. So we tested her and we was going to remove the mass, the tumor, but her thyroid was jacked up. So the doctor said we got to get her thyroid straightened out before we do surgery. So in the process of getting her thyroid straightened out, that mass, mammary mass, metastasized into her lungs. And she was like fine. And then one day, open mouth breathing. And it was because she couldn't breathe. And so I took her into work and they took x-rays and they showed me the x-rays. And they was like, can't. Like, she's struggling. So I held her in my arms and I said goodbye. It was horrible. That cat raised more dogs. Oh my God, I love Bast. Everything that we brought home, she raised. She was Mama Bast. She was spayed. She never had a litter of her own. Stop it. She never had a litter of her own. She was spayed early. And every time we would bring a puppy or a kitten or something home, she would make a bag. She would start to lactate. She would just make so much milk. I don't know how. I swear to God, I do not know how. And then she would just have this enormous bag and just so uncomfortable because nothing was nursing off of her. And when we brought Puppy home, Puppy was like 6 weeks old, and she would just lay her bag across his head, just like, oh my God, please nurse, please. Just, oh my God. And nothing nursed off of her, nothing did. And then her bag would dry up and go away, and it was probably uncomfortable as all get out, but Bast raised everything we brought home. Everything. She was awesome. And she was inside outside cat. She was great. She never left the yard. Never. We live on a really busy highway. Never left the yard because there's too many babies to take care of. So anyway, she died on Monday. And then Wednesday. That was Cookie, by the way. Wednesday, the lady brought Cooks in. And like I said before, hospitalized, monitored. The doctor explained to her everything that needed to be done, the therapy that needed to be done, blah, 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 blah. And she couldn't do it. She's like, well, we'll have to take her to the shelter because I just can't do it. And if she went to the shelter in the condition she was in, she would have been euthanized upon entry. And so I said, no, it's my cat. So we had her sign a form basically that said she was going to turn over her cat to me. And then the therapy started. And the therapy was moving her legs. It's all her back legs. So moving her back legs, you know, from the hips out and the knees, to get like good rotation. Squeezing her toes to make her flinch for muscle control. Massage. We did water therapy, tons of time in the sink. And doing the same thing, moving her legs in the sink, kind of holding her up and making her stand in the sink. And she had to have special medicine, starts with a P, Paracicin, I can't say it, and it makes her bladder work so she can pee. But up until that point, I had to manually express her bladder and her bowels. And then I made a little thingy, a little harness, and would hold up her back end and get a string in front of her so she would chase the string and she'd get them back legs to work. And about 8 weeks in, she was good. She started using the bathroom by herself maybe a week in, if not that much. And trust me, I was scared expressing her bladder at first. It was scary. But I guess because as much time, she was young, as much time as I spent with her doing all this therapy so she could walk again, we bonded like nobody's business. And because of that, sorry, like, she's with me all the time. I get no peace. She plays fetch. She is completely in love with my deaf dog. It's just so uncomfortable the way she follows him through the house, because he'll walk through the room and she's so loud meowing behind him trying to get his attention, and he just keeps walking because he can't hear her. And then when he finally stops, she's running after him meowing, and then she finally touches him and then like he jumps. Oh, that's Cookie. That's my goofball. That's my girl. So I thought I didn't have anything to talk about. I swear to God, I've told her story before, but I'm gonna have to put the name in the title now, so I know for sure. So it's Cookie. Now you know her story. So I promise I'll have something for you tomorrow. Remember, be peaceful, be kind. It's important.
See, she is using it. The other leg, I'm still.
What are they doing to you? I know, baby kittens.
This is exercise.
Cookie, come here. Show everybody you can walk. Come here.
I'll walk over here. Oh.
Why does filling a pitcher get cooks so excited? We're going, cooks. We're going. I got a pitcher of water. Cooks. What are you doing? What are you doing? Cooks. What are you doing? Cooks. Cooks. What are you doing? Cooks. What are you doing? What are you doing? Cooks. What are you doing?